Oh, speaking of trailers, I saw this, by the way. So I understand there's been some drama over people who are being racist about there being black people in some of the new promotional images for the extremely expensive upcoming Lord of the Rings Rings of Power show. I understand that there's some controversy there. While I was having that conversation, I was looking over this, and I gotta say, you don't need to be racist to take issue with with how some of this stuff looks, man. Um, God. I don't know. These promotional images got me feeling got me feeling concerned. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, she's a dwarf, right? They do look like cosplay. She's supposed to be a dwarf, right? Or is this the other one? Not her? Here, we'll get to it one by one. Let's get to it one by one. Okay, hold on. This just looks like a cosplay photo. The way the background is blurred really does make it look like a cosplay photo. Like, because like having seen a lot of cosplay photos, you know, um, this is a black elf, a blelf, which nothing wrong with that. But why is their hair short? Don't like all the elves have long hair? I guess when I imagine, yeah, I don't know. There's a face on his chest. Well, sure, you know. Like I'm pretty sure the elves should have hair. Promotional images usually look different from the show. Yeah, I get that, but like they're indicative. Lord of the Rings elves are different from the broader Middle-earth elves. Okay, really quickly. Let's talk about diversity in media, okay? I want to talk to you for a little bit, okay? Let's have a brief conversation if we could, okay? As I understand it, having now read the books, in the Witcher TV series put out on Netflix, okay? They made the decision to change the races of a number of characters, namely some of the elves are black now. Namely, elves that seem to come from the, I believe it's the Brokilon Forest. And I think that's fine. I don't have any issue with that. Good. Those are dryads, not elves. The dryads kidnap elves. Read the book. Read the books! The dryads aren't a separate race of people. They kidnap people, and they enslave them to the waters of Brokilon, oftentimes elves, okay? Sometimes they're humans, but all those people were elves. They had pointy ears, and also the lore is not consistent between the goddamn show and the books. Shut up! So as I was saying, you know, it's nothing wrong with that at all, okay? The issue is, like, when you're taking a book series and then subsequently a game series like The Witcher, which is mostly based off of, like, Polish mythology, I'm going to bet that 1300s Poland probably didn't have that many dark-skinned people. That's just a guess I'm taking. I don't know much about Polish history in the 14th century. It's probably it's just a feeling that I have, you know? But the Witcher TV show, the one that's on Netflix, is an adaptation. It's meant to be exposure to a broader audience, you know? And given the fact that a ton of the fantasy that we adapt in the West is fantasy that was based off of the geopolitical situation of medieval England, which had mostly white people as we currently understand it, that would mean that an entire genre of modern adaptations, if we were to be faithful to the perceived races of all those characters, would only have white people. And I don't think there's anything wrong with historical pieces that stay faithful to the races of everyone that they would have been back then, but this is fantasy, not historical pieces. So if you want to throw black characters into a story or a canon that didn't historically have them, that's fine. I take no issue with that. However, sometimes it's done in ways that make me feel like a bit like strange. You know what I mean? So, for example, there are some groups in The Witcher where there are people of different races, but they're from the same culture in the adaptation. And the idea of a bunch of different people of different skin tones living together was mostly like a merchant town thing. I mean, we're talking trade hubs where people from all over the world would travel. I mean, sure, we're talking like Istanbul, you know? But in a lot of places, that's not really the case historically. So what I'm saying is, have some balls, go full fucking tilt. all right? I don't want one Blelf. I don't want 3 Blelfs, okay? I want a Blelf Blempire, all right? If you're going to have, like, because why wouldn't they? Elves are geographically, politically, and ethnically distinct. If there are black elves, there wouldn't be like 2 black elves. That would be the Black Elf Blempire. Go for it. Like don't fuck around with me. Don't if you want to have a black dwarf, a blorf as it's known, okay? Don't give me one blorf who just inexplicably exists in a society around a bunch of dwarfs, white elves. Wait, white dwarfs. Thank you. Don't just give me your fucking PC diversity hire bullshit. Give me the fucking dwarf empire, okay? I want them to go mining deep in a mountain, all right? I want them to go fucking mining deep, all right? I want you to enter the mountain and kick down the doors and just see like thousands of blorfs, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Also, by the way, you know how dwarves already braid their beards? That shit would look sick, man. With all the dwarfs. That would look sick as fuck, man. Absolutely. Fucking sell it. That'd be dwarfs, not dwarves. Yes, thank you. Now, again, I don't know much about broader, like, Middle-earth lore, or, like, what differences there are between different groups of elves. To me, when I see Lord of the Rings elf, I immediately think long hair. That's, like, immediate in my head. That's, like, because elves in Lord of the Rings aren't just, like, pointy-eared humans the way they are in Witcher. Elves in Lord of the Rings are innately magically tied to the world. They're like they're distinct. They're magically separate, you know? This is Lord of the Rings. These are bits from an upcoming show, you know? So when I think of I don't know. I don't know. We have some nice cosplay imagery. And is this a Jay Leno chin? Impressive. Also not long hair. What is this? What? That's Elrond. Grow your hair out. What are you? What are you? A child? Grow your hair out. It does look like cosplay. I don't know. Hold on. Elrond, Lord of the Rings. I feel like the original trilogy did such a good job of selling the elves as like distinct beings. You know what I mean? Like they're not just like dudes with pointy. This is a very poorly like color coded. Wow, they really messed with the saturation on this one, but there's something about the way they look. Yeah, let me see if I can find a better image. That's not yeah, hold on. A lot of these are low res images. Who's doing this? Who's responsible for this? Jesus. More color equals more good. Well, isn't that what we're saying right now with the diversity? Isn't that the position we're taking? Stand for yourself. Okay, whatever. Here, just have an image. I don't know. When I look at this, and I understand I'm biased because I've literally seen this in Lord of the Rings, but this screams Lord of the Rings to me, you know? Because you have relatively dressed down, realistic costume design paired with very eloquent set design, the chair that he's sitting in, paired with, in what I think is a pretty good casting meant to distinguish him from humans, not just in pointy-earedness, but also in, you know, a sort of existential aloofness. If you ever want to know the Tolkien aesthetic, by the way, that's a really solid one. Incredible set design, incredible, fastidious, meticulous set design, beautiful world, and fairly realistic costume design. What did Gandalf wear? Some crazy fancy... No, he wore, like, gray robes, you know? What did they all wear? They were pretty, you know, pretty, maybe not realistic, but it definitely didn't feel too over the top. I will say that when I see this, right here, is this person supposed to be a queen? Because when I see this armor in Lord of the Rings, I'm thinking like this is like the armor Aragorn would wear after he's crowned king. Is she? Because it looks very clean. It looks like Gondor's finest, like knight, you know. It just looks like Gondor's armor. Well, maybe I'm wrong here. Let me see. Gondor, knight, Lord of the Rings. I could be totally wrong here. Nah, no. I think I'm in the right, dude. This guy's the king. Look at what he's wearing. Wait, that's Galadriel? Oh, that's Galadriel? Why don't you guys tell me this stuff? Obviously, Galadriel will be wearing something a little bit more, out there. But look at this. Okay, let's, they did? Well, I don't look at chat. Email me. Anyway, that's old Gondor armor. You guys are going to drive me mad. I'm not as much of a Lord of the Rings fan as some of you guys in chat are going to be. You're going to be so annoying. Look, you guys see what I mean about costume design? Like, this looks pretty dressed down. You know what I mean? It's newer than this show. Newer does not mean that you have to make everything look fancier, okay? I think this is fine looking armor right here. It's, I don't know if it's necessarily realistic, but it definitely doesn't look, super high fan. Look, shut up. Just shut up. Okay, so we have face armor, whatever. All right, moving forward, okay? This person looks like they took a bath 5 minutes before the image. I'm sorry, the first thought that I have here is this hairstyle looks incredibly uncomfortable. Don't call me racist for that. It would, right? That seems like it'd be very uncomfortable. Is this a dwarf? This is a dwarf? She doesn't have a dweird. Where's her dweird? That's a dwarf beard. Also, how... Are you telling me... Hold on. Are you really telling me that they're the same species? She just looks like a human. I mean, I guess she'll be short. Oh, I just minimized every single fucking thing that I had up. There we go. Oh god, I minimized everything. Oh god. There we go. Wait, no. Oh god. Where's chat? There's chat. Okay. I hate it when it does that. Female and male dwarves look alike to outsiders. That design is weird as fuck. Yeah, what canonically, in Tolkien's writings, aren't female dwarves supposed to be indistinguishable from male dwarves to non-dwarves? These fucking cowards. They did this exact same shit in The Hobbit as well. The Hobbit dwarves were like, they had 10 dwarves or something, and 9 of them look like Lord of the Rings dwarves, and then one of them just looks like a hot short guy. Like, it's so fucked up, dude. It's like who do you think is going to get the romantic arc in this story? Like, this is so stupid, dude. Holy shit. Who do you think will get the girl? Star hair, Snowbeard, the guy who was in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, English statesman, circa 1400s, regular human, but with big hair that's low res for some reason. Fountain Top, Steve Austin, Pretzel Beard, and the other Pretzel Beard. Like, who here do you think is going to have the romantic arc? Okay? Like, come on. Ridiculous. Stupid. The Hobbit sucked. The movies. The books, fine. Of course. Oh, well, I could have just scrolled through. Ah, yes. Thank you for your consistency in character design. I know we could have had consistency, but we can't have a woman that's not conventionally attractive. So yes, let's just have these two. This is the most attractive dwarf male, okay? To dwarves. All right? These two are going to pair up. All right? Actually, in dwarf society, wouldn't she be considered ugly? She doesn't have a beard. I'm pretty sure that dwarf women are shamed if they don't have beards, right? She's just that actually would be kind of funny if everyone else was just like all the dwarves are like dry heaving next to her, you know what I mean? And all the humans are like, wait, what? She's hot. What? That would be a little bit funny. They're not going to do that though, of course. They made her attractive so she can have a romantic arc, and they made him look like a regular Lord of the Rings dwarf because he's not going to have a romantic arc. I hate this, dude. And this isn't even realistic. They didn't have $20,000 camera arms in Lord of the Rings. They didn't have that. What is this? What, they didn't even... There's like a thing back here. What is that? In a sound stage? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. God, every time I keep switching scenes and I see my hair again, I get nervous for a second. I think something's gone wrong. It breaks canon. No. Yeah.